All right, let's turn to the United States now, where police have thwarted a third assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Van Miller was arrested by local police outside a Trump rally in California. He was caught allegedly trying to enter with loaded guns and a fake press pass. Let's bring in now Sky News contributor Kosha Garda. Kosha, he has denied he was planning any assassination attempt. But I think the main issue here that Trump has been asking just for the same level of security as Joe Biden. And given there have now been 3 attempts on his life, surely this is the responsibility to give him maximum security.
Yes, as you mentioned, there are some conflicting reports about this. The sheriff who apprehended him, or his team, is on record saying they believe that they did foil the third assassination attempt. The Secret Service and the FBI put out a statement a short time ago saying they don't believe it was an assassination attempt because this person was apprehended without incident. But you're absolutely right about the macro picture. I will say on the positive side, you can see a little bit of an improvement from Butler, where he was within millimeters of his life, to at the golf course where the Secret Service apprehended somebody who breached the perimeter. And then here, this person was at least taken out before he came into the perimeter. But yeah, I mean, this does not give people confidence, broadly speaking, because we've never had 3 attempts. The last time we've had an attempt on a president was 40 years ago for Ronald Reagan. And it's a reminder of how high the stakes are in this election. And they should be throwing everything in the book at the security around Trump. And I'm not sure people are confident that that's happening.
Absolutely. I think there are serious concerns that there might be another attempt in the next 22 days. Now, CBS News facing calls to release the full unedited transcript of its 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris after it aired 2 different answers. Have a look.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
Kosha, her original answer was reportedly much longer.
Yes, it was. And I think CBS has found itself in a little bit of a firestorm here because they, as of this hour, have refused to release the full unedited transcript. And there is precedent of that. They've done it before with other candidates, including Trump, when they interviewed him last time in 2020. But they don't do it. And it does, I think, call into question their journalistic standards a little bit. And it doesn't help Kamala, I think, because she has this perception, she's created this perception where she's sort of the stage-managed candidate and only does friendly media, and it's always highly produced, and she doesn't step into adversarial press pools or do any sort of press conferences. So I don't think this is actually helping her shake that image. It's just going to reinforce it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, even in friendly interviews, she has been accused of struggling with those. There was this example, you might have seen this already, but if not, here it is, where she was on The View.
If anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
And Kosha, here, of course, the issue is that, what is the difference between her between what she's offering as potential president and the Biden administration? How can she not answer that softball question?
Yes, that is the one question that she should be prepared for. Everybody gets that question when you're running as the VP, the second in command, coming in at a time when the majority of the country thinks the country is on the wrong track. They're not happy with the results and the performance of the country under the previous administration. She absolutely should know the answer to that question. And it was quite stunning when you think about it, where it just sounded like it didn't even occur to her. And she just on the fly was saying, well, nothing comes to mind. And it was a huge missed opportunity by her. And the Trump campaign wasted no time turning it into an ad where they just play that on loop with Donald Trump's voice saying, "I'm Donald Trump, I approve this message."
Yeah. Look, and there are concerns among the Democrat Party, definitely the Democrat media, that she might be losing momentum as well, given she hasn't managed to outline any vision for what her presidency would look like.
Yes, I think all the poll is tightening. There's been leaks of internal polls, which is the really good stuff, the professional pollsters that the campaigns pay and commission. They're much better quality polls than the public stuff that we see on the outside. And it's definitely tightening. The fact that she's doing this media blitz, which is a departure from where she started her campaign, I think is a signal about that. But I still say don't be fooled. This is a very, very tight race. And notwithstanding all of that, it could honestly go either way.
Yeah, we'll follow it closely over the next few weeks. All right, Kosha Garda, thank you so much for joining me.